Recording, and now you're good.
All right. We'll go fade in on a beautiful cove town. The birds are singing, the flowers are in bloom, and it is a bright and cheery fall morning in the town of Roderick's Cove. The town streets are bustling with its many citizens walking to and from the town market. Lines of visitors with wagons full of goods and purses full of gold are streaming through the town gate at an ever increasing rate. Today is the weekly market day, where travelers come from outer lying regions and travel to the cove to peddle their wares and hunt for good bargains. The fact that today coincides with the busiest day of the docks is no coincidence. The small port town of Roderick's Cove has developed a reputation as a reliable merchant town and its convenient access point to send goods deeper into the Verisian wilds. We pan over a large stream of pedestrians all walking towards the center of town, and slowly we begin to zoom into the crowd as a large half-orc man comes into focus. He is trudging down the road with a sour expression on his face as a large wolf trails shortly behind, carrying four small children on his back. Josh or Zanza,
question.
describe your character.
Question
Actually,
first.
go ahead.
Hold on. Yes,
The four children, are they on the back of the orc or the back of the wolf?
they're on the back of the wolf.
Asking
There may be
more
some,
questions.
getting on the back of the orc if he.
You said he had a sour face, and I would imagine that's why.
Yeah. Do you have a link to the character sheets in that? Because I'm trying to find it, pull it up, so that way I don't mess things up.
I absolutely do.
All you need to do right now is describe what you look like. Can't
Okay.
mess that up.
Well, apparently I can. Where is that picture? How did I lose that picture I posted?
There we go.
There
It's
it
on
is.
Skype.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, this way I didn't actually write down what his height and all that is.
No, that's fine. It's fine. Just a tall motherfucker, I think, right?
Yeah, for the most part. Let's see. Open. Close that out. Okay, where was the link sent to?
I just dropped it here in Roll20.
Did you? Okay, wrong one. Wrong screen.
Oh.
Here I am, noobing it up again.
Yours is, of course, Dahor the Hollow, so you're
There it
somewhere
is.
in the middle of the page.
Okay, so there we go. So there's my character. I'll see if I can repost the picture of him to go into chat. But he is Dahor the Hollow. He's pretty much think of it as the typical town grump. There we go. He is an older half-orc, half-human that kind of has a bit of salt and pepper hair, kind of faded, always has kind of a mean look on his face. But, surprisingly, you always see him with kids, so that might make sense why he's got the face he does. So he's around, 5'6" or so, fairly heavyish build. Not a whole lot else to his character besides if you didn't know him, you probably wouldn't really approach him because it sounds like you would run into some kind of trouble if you walked up and dealt with him. But yet you would be thrown off every time you see kids with him and worried that the kids need help.
Would we think, based on the way he looks, that he's an
This is the
older
cleric
orc?
of the town, right?
Hmm?
This is the priest from the church, right?
Yeah, this is the war priest. Orphanage. Yeah, he's generally a little bit older. Or at least he looks older. He's got a lot of wear on him. But then also with my wolf, I didn't really specify what color the wolf was, did I, Jeremy?
No, you didn't. It can be any color you would like.
I'll make him more of a kind of a darker gray wolf. Just kind of subtle color, a little hard to notice them, but he's a big wolf for what he is. Hence why you can get 4 kids on the back of him. The wolf, on the other hand, has kind of a split personality, as I would call it. If you're an unknown person and you look kind of shady or dodgy of a character, because the wolf is a very good judge of character, he will seem vicious and mean and not let you near. But if you're someone like these kids or lighthearted, he becomes pretty much the puppy dog that will do just about anything for the kids around him and is extremely tolerant to the kids. So you'll see the kids like falling on his tails, things like that, and it won't bother him much.
In fact, as you're walking through the town and you're approaching the schoolhouse, it's coming into view. You see the schoolmaster standing out front, giving instruction to his halfling assistant. You hear one of the kids holler out, "Mr. Door, there's peanut butter in Stop's fur. I didn't do it."
I'll just look over. Is that really peanut butter?
Yeah. He hides.
Don't eat it.
Fingers
you don't know where he's
behind his
been.
back. Yes, sir. On a unrelated note, I don't have my sandwich anymore.
Well, that's your own fault. We'll get you something later. Now, what have you learned?
That wolf hair is not good on sandwiches.
Very nice. And also, hold on to it so you don't lose it.
All right. As you come up to the school, the tall elven man, standing there, again giving instruction to his rather short halfling assistant as he towers over her. He waves in your direction. Josh, other Josh. Now, tell us about your character.
And I'd imagine as an elf, he's fairly tall, fairly slender. He wears dark green tunic, just not shabby, but not like nice. But he's got just long dark hair, narrow eyes, like he's judging you always. But that's just his resting judging face. Mm-hmm. And he just stops talking to the halfling for a second. He goes, "Well, it does seem like at least one of the children ate today."
I think he's talking to you, Josh.
I know. My guy is just kind of sternly looking at him. I'll look at the children. I'll look back at him. I'll point and say he's the one that won the fight and got the sandwich.
Fair enough. To each their own rewards.
But kids wouldn't go so hungry if people actually donated to the orphanage.
I understand that problem immensely.
Imagine this is a constant argument with y'all where you just like, but he's hinting like, yeah, donate to the orphanage. You're like, yeah, donate to the school.
The kids look hungry. I don't have any food to give them. What about you? What did you teach them? I don't have any books to teach with.
Yeah, they look hungry and stupid.
You know my clan well.
I was talking about the kids.
Oh. Well, they are scrappy, so don't let them fool you.
I have no worries about them.
All right. As you two continue to banter and turn to walk towards the market circle, we pan over your shoulders and zoom in on a strikingly beautiful male figure with golden tinted skin that seems to sparkle slightly in the morning sun as if his sweat were made of diamonds. He's standing in front of a short rat folk man, carefully inspecting an ornate sword with a gilded hilt. Ben, tell us what we're looking at, and like what he thinks of this sword in his hand.
Okay. So like Jeremy said, he has like a goldish tint to his skin. I think he's like around like 6'1", muscular build. He has kind of like an aura to him that I guess most people really wouldn't understand. But they're like, you get that feeling like, wow, this guy's has something about him, but he's a good guy. The sword is I guess you could say it looks very expensive. And the guy is just taking his eyes from the hilt all the way to the tip of the blade, and looks at the rat folk and says, so how much for this?
What does he see when he looks at the rat folk?
He sees a 4 foot tall rat. Wearing studded leathers, covered with a cloak. Doesn't appear to be armed in any way. And he looks back at him and says, "My Caval, my friend, please, 30 gold. 30 gold and it's yours. This is the finest make. This was acquired in a ship on the coast from Absalom. Caval, listen to me. You want this. You want it.
Fine. 30 gold, you say? 30 gold it shall be." And he hands him 30 gold.
He looks surprised that you went for it. He takes the 30 gold. Yes. Natish. And he puts it in this under his cloak.
So we got a haggling rat. I love it.
Exactly. And he says,
right.
Thank you. I'll cherish this and see if I get good use out of it.
Well, on that note, I'm definitely going to be, if I deal with these guys on a regular basis, I definitely want detect magic in my normal roster.
Absolutely.
Not getting swindled by the rat. At least not again.
You
I'm
don't know if he
positive
was
he's got
swindled.
me at least once.
You don't know if he's swindling.
I don't know.
Look, it's the
but
finest wares you'll ever manage. It broke. It's not broken.
Could I please
comes
have
in
the
a
Julian
receipt?
prize.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
I can't prove it, but I'm positive he's got me at least once.
Oh.
Yeah, just the way he said that just made me think of the character from Aladdin right in the start of it. That was by Robin Williams. That's just the first thing I think of. Ha!
Come with me to a place.
Wouldn't that break?
It's broke.
Why did you put LOL RJF? What is our? Oh, got it. Resting judgy face.
Judging face. Yeah.
Elves, man. So he makes a sell, and Natish thanks the orc. Not the orc. What are you?
I'm a
Asimar.
Asimar.
Yes, you're the Asimar. You're beautiful. And
I know.
he turns around and begins to hawk your wares until you never pass by.
All right. Well, as the four of you mill around the market, peddling your wares or shopping for goods, you all go ahead roll a d20, and since we're rolling virtually, I'm going to let you roll 2 d20s and just choose whichever result you want, to see what kind of bargains you find. But as y'all are.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
D30. Try that again.
Haha. Take that, odds.
I will take the 3 over the 1, sir.
And I shall take the 15 over the 7.
I meant to mention at the beginning of this session. Today is payday in Roderick's Cove, and everyone was paid their weekly stipend of 10 gold.
I don't have a job. Does that count because I've been selling stuff?
I have a good job.
Yeah, you made 10 gold from selling your wares.
Beautiful.
Commission.
FYI, I tried to do the edit a name in this sheet, and it just changed their name. It didn't make a new sheet.
Oh no, it doesn't make a new sheet. It
Yeah,
just
no.
changes their name.
It says Door the Hollow on my screen now.
Okay, so that's fine for me to edit that sheet then.
Yes.
Yeah,
Except I think
speaking
you're
of
wait. I
sheets-
think you're on my sheet. Hold on.
That's what I was saying. You said pick one, and I picked one.
Pick one that doesn't have a name for a character that's already in the game.
No, we
I
don't know the
all the
names.
Which one should I pick to edit?
One of the weird ones.
Yeah, pick Crickolo Ecock.
Piccolo
You you modify Ecock.
My name's on the bottom of the screen.
But yeah, so everybody, got their got 10 gold today. I meant to, give you a little bit of a buffer. Let's see. I need to move that over here. Nope, move that one over here. All right, so we'll start with Raish. You find of your choice a piece of adventuring gear, clothing, food, drink, or a trade good of your choice at 1/10 its normal price.
Okay. It's
So,
a normal price trade good.
Yeah, 1/10 of its normal price.
1/10. Okay,
So-
sorry.
So
I will note that.
there we
I
go.
don't know what trade good I'm looking for, but I'll find one.
I'm taking the Edor Ubu.
Josh, if you just follow that same link in the Roll20 chat, your sheet is in that same Google Drive.
Oh, okay. I'll find it in a second.
All right, so yes, you find a piece of equipment. Bennett, you find a weapon of your choice. At 10% its gold value. So since you I was thinking about what I would do for you if you rolled this anyways. We're going to upgrade that sword you bought from Devin to masterwork, if that works for you.
Ooh, yeah.
Because that would actually be 10% its normal price. It's actually right at 30 gold. So yeah.
Heck yeah. Sounds good.
Okay. Josh, both of yours are in the same range, or Josh Long, both of yours are in the same range. Actually, no, it's a weapon of your choice, or a potion or scroll of your choice at 10% of its normal price. So the 16 is one, and the 19 is the other.
What was the options again?
Yeah, you can get a potion or scroll of your choice at 10% of its normal cost, or a weapon of your choice at 10% of its normal cost. So essentially, like you can buy a $50 potion for 5 gold, or a 500 gold potion for 50 gold. I don't know if you'll be able to afford a good scroll. And Zanza, you only rolled 1d20. Give me one more.
Oh, oops.
I mean, 16's a good one.
On D20. A 10.
10.
That's a good on the second.
Yeah, I think you'll. Yeah, so you also find what's your main weapon? Your main weapon?
That was that. What was it? Morning Star.
Yeah, the meteor hammer.
Meteor hammer. That's
Yeah.
it.
If you're okay with it, we can go ahead and upgrade yours to masterwork as well.
I'll take that. So that's
Things that'll benefit your characters the most.
Well,
Right.
now, since we're all part of the community here, I don't need an extra weapon. I could take this special deal I find and put it towards one of you guys, and you just reimburse me.
I'm not in the market for a special weapon myself. We don't even know each other yet, though. So you might just want to hang on to that deal.
Yeah, I got myself a.
I thought we did all deal with each other quite often.
We are aware of each other, but we haven't officially become a party.
Fuck those guys.
So for you to be like, hey, one of you guys I don't really know that well.
You're
I don't know.
half orc.
I mean,
Jeremy, let me put this out there,
Yeah.
Jeremy. I'd like to go ahead, since you said I could buy a trade good for 1/10 of its price. I'd like to go ahead and pick up 1 pound of platinum for 500 GP. So I'm going to mark that down to 50 GP. Is that cool?
no.
Hey,
It's a trade
took your
good.
hand off the chess piece.
It's listed as trade good.
No.
Dude,
I like
everything
thinking.
under trade good sucks. You give me 1/10 and most of this stuff costs 4 GP. Like, what am I don't need any of this.
You rolled poorly. I'm
That's
sorry.
fine.
And I can,
I'll
okay,
do.
okay. Well, let me throw this out there. 1 pound of mithril.
What?
Come on.
Wait, but that's more valuable, isn't it?
It's also 500 GP.
Okay.
That also depends on if it's actually forged mithril into currency or if it's just a brick.
It is a brick of mithril or platinum for 500 gold pieces. But if I can't find it, I can't find it. It's fine.
I'll tell you what. You come up with something like both you and Josh. Come up with something in the realm of, you know, I'll give you potion or scroll also.
I'm looking under
those are-
trade goods, and I don't
those
want
are
to.
the
I
bad
don't want to
ones,
overstep any boundaries. I did roll poorly. Can I buy a cow
Yes, you can buy a cow.
for
Yes.
1 GP?
Do what
Yes,
now?
absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna buy my cow for 1 gold piece.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So yeah, Devin, Raish buys a cow for his rat's nest.
Nice.
I did try to
I do
click
with that
on
cow.
the link you put in the app Roll20, and it just takes me straight to Dahor, and I can't seem to figure out how to get to mine.
I need to know
Weird.
how to change my character picture again.
Um,
And Bennett, you look pretty up there.
Thanks.
here, I'll share yours directly.
Thank
Maybe
you.
this Or maybe
Just
this'll
wanna
work here.
Not be a cat right now.
I bought a cow for 1 gold piece.
You can absolutely buy a cow.
My guy would have bought the cow for a gold piece just
Oh
because of
my
the
God.
orphanage.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna donate it to the orphanage. I'm gonna walk it over there and see if we can donate that.
I have a perfect line for when you show up, and it's gonna be pretty good.
All right. Josh, you can actually get a bunch of pretty good stuff for your 1 potion. So I'm gonna let you take your time on that one because there's a bunch of good potions.
I'm trying to find a list of stuff and things and figure out what the hell are my options, really.
You're probably gonna want to go with a cure light potion because that's
Or
Or
already
if you're
gonna be pretty
mod,
expensive.
your
I
moderate's
don't
gonna
know
be
you, and I
yeah.
might not heal you.
350 for 35. A potion of invisibility would be 75 gold, or potion of fly would be 75 gold. Yeah, like those would be pretty cool. But anyways, all right. So back to the task at hand. Minimize that. Bring that one back over to where it's supposed to be. All right. As you guys mill about the market, taking in the sights and smells of the day, you see people gathered everywhere. Some leaning on tables in front of mead stalls, or stuffing their faces with meat pastries and sweets. Some town folks are even setting up game events, an archery contest, a balance beam, a tug of war, a heavy bag toss, a drinking contest, and the newest town favorite as the main event, wrestling. All officiated by the coordinator of the weekly market, Halder Markosh, a middle-aged human male played by Matthew Perry. He's an older man who looks and talks as if he's seen it all. Over on the eastern side of the circle, a common or a damn it, I lost the word. Anyways, a very common sight here at the marketplace is Brimmer Possum Coots, who has set up a small lean-to tent with a rickety cart out in front, and is of course doing as he does every week and selling his cups of possum punch to anyone who will come by.
Possum punch.
I would like to walk over there with my cow.
To Brimmer Coots.
Yes.
Howdy. That's a fine cow you got there.
Thank you. It's for sale.
I like to buy cows. Cows are a main ingredient of the possum punch.
Oh, 10 gold and he's yours, my friend.
10 gold it is. I can buy that all day. Hey, would you take 10 glasses of possum punch? How about just one?
Isn't the possum punch free, Natish?
No, the possum punch ain't free. How do you think I make a living? You think
don't know
I
how
just
you
give
make a
away my
living.
possum punch?
How much is the possum punch?
The possum punch is 1 silver.
You're offering me 10 silver for this cow.
Yes.
Chubana. I'm gonna walk away from him.
To be fair, I didn't know you would know math. You are a rodent, sir.
He's just gonna keep walking. Ignore this guy. He's heard this before. Who else did you say was around? One more time. Go that list. What was going on?
As well as like all the shops that are normally in town. Like there's a whole document that I gave you all for that.
Okay.
They have stalls set up, but there is an archery contest, a balance beam, a tug of war, a heavy bag toss, a drinking contest, and at the end of the evening, a wrestling match. The grand prize, or the prize for each of these contests, is 10 gold to the winner of each one. So, archery contest, 10 gold. Balance beam, 10 gold.
Gotcha. If anybody's not going to do anything, I'll move on to another thing.
So are these activities happening right now?
Yep.
Yeah, they happen whenever y'all want to do them.
I want to do some activities.
Yeah, my guy will do some activities.
I'm especially interested in the balance beam right at the moment.
I want to do the archery and the punching bag. And
I want to do the
heavy bag
contests. Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, the first event up of the day is the archery contest.
Easy.
So, let's see what was the guy's name? Yeah, Halder McCrosh Matthew Perry stands up. He's, all right. We have this event that you guys need to do this week, and as usual, you take your pointy thing, you shoot it down the course, and whoever gets the best shots wins the gold. All right, go on. And he throws up his hands and sits down.
Now,
Billman's gonna
Be any
ask-
less interested?
Billman's gonna ask, do you have to use your own? Do you have to use the bow provided?
Yes, you do have to use the bow provided, but you still can do like your own ranged shot. Like I think what's your weapon? Your weapon is a masterwork bow or something like that, right? Or
No, I have the arm things.
oh, those, yeah. No, you can't use those. You have to use the bow provided. So just a normal range shot.
What is that?
Yeah. It'd be a D20 plus your dex. Plus your
Okay.
BAB. Right?
D20 plus my dex.
Let me open that. So I
My
can,
D20. Okay, my dex is a +2. So here we go. Easy. Now
Do
roll, please. Please
Do
roll.
it.
16, 18.
16.
18.
18.
Plus
Yeah,
2.
18 total. Nice. You get, where is it? 2 points for that shot. So Dahor, did you want to do the archery contest as well?
yeah, what's going to be funny is my guy, even though he looks like a grump, an absolute whatever, is going to do every single event because he needs the money.
Awesome.
And he's going to
I
do
like
it only because he wants the money.
I like it. So yeah, it's your shot up next.
All right. It's just the 1d20.
Yes.
Before you pull, like when you pull the bow back, Billman's going to pat you on the back and say, "Good luck, buddy." Kinda
I'll just,
fuck you
like-
up a little bit.
Kind of stop, look at him, go with a confused look. Thanks. Just like, who the hell is this guy? And then I'll pull back, just try and steady myself. Think I have good form, and then 16.
Nice.
That's your modifier.
What's your dex modifier?
Dex is +2.
No.
All right, so you both get 2 points.
Quick question, Jeremy. I'm starting to fill in the character sheet in that. It's asking ability score increase when I'm on the race one. Which one did I select? I'm not seeing it quite on this card.
Wisdom. I think.
Wisdom?
Yeah, let me open portfolio. No, don't change. Don't save changes. All right, but while we're doing that, one other guy from the crowd, a young human man, stepped up. What did you pick? Oh yes, you picked wisdom, and he's going to take his shot. He doesn't have quite as good a dex as you guys. Ooh, and he rolled a 10, so he's only got 1 point. You guys got 2 points each. I should probably actually keep track of this.
They don't have
All
the
right,
class.
Do what?
They don't have the class in the pre-selected class, so this is going to be fun. Custom.
All right. 2, 1. All right. So all right, we go back to the top of the order. We get Bellman. It's your shot.
All right, here we go. Fuck.
Oh, damn! You seem to just barely miss the target. You bounce off the edge of the target. You get 0 for that round.
My guy will look at him and just say "duck break," and then look back at the target.
Oh, hey, did you say it had to be a besides the scroll option for the merchant deals? You said a weapon, not armor,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, you can have a weapon because you rolled the 16, so you can have a weapon or the potion scroll.
Okay, so weapon specifically, not magic, any kind of armor options. Got it.
Yeah.
I found an equipment book and I'm like, ooh, pretty.
Let's see what you got, friend.
Yes, weapon of your choice, not armor. All right. So yeah, Zanza, it is your shot.
Okay, so again, he'll kind of take a deep breath. Oops, type right. There we go. Takes a deep breath, pulls her back, kind of, and shot 10.
Ooh,
with
10.
+2, so 12.
With the +2, so yeah, that's just enough to get a single point. You land just inside the target. The commoner is going to step up again, and he's like, "Well, you boys is kind of underperforming. I think I might be able to steal the show." And he fires off and completely misses the target wide right.
I'm just going to look at him, kind of go,
Top of the order, Bellman.
Okay. He puts the bow down and shakes his hands out. Like cracks his knuckles. Picks it back up. Steadies his aim. And 10.
10. Just enough. You land right beside Zanza's first shot. Or last shot, his second shot. Zanza, you're up again.
all right, so
I think I just got shot.
outside interference, cabal. No, that's what happened. That's why I didn't get the good shot. It scared the shit out of him when you heard the noise.
Oh, shit. Oh.
So my guy will just kind of like look around at the noise, whatever it is, kind of go, again, take a nice deep breath and pull back and let her rip. 12 again.
Ooh. All right, good for one more point. Commoner steps up.
3.
1D.
What was it 3-5 now, I think?
Yeah, it's 3 to 4.
3 to 4.
Oh, and he nails off with a solid 20, not a nat 20, but a solid 20. So I actually got to look back and see That gets him 3 points. He's now tied with Dehor. And since Bellman is only 1 point behind, the announcers, all right, all three are going to advance to the next round. Points are doubled. Natural 20s count more. 2 shots each. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Bellman up first.
Here we go. Oh my.
Ooh.
One more.
All right. So,
Oh
double.
my God.
All right.
I
So
hate this.
Bellman is steadily cursing his god or his father, whichever. While Dehor steps up to get his 2 remaining shots.
All right, you want? Yeah. Okay. So
Go ahead,
again, guy's not gonna say much. Just kind of take a deep breath in, study himself, and playing away. Oh,
my.
nat
F.
20.
Nat 20. So
Nat 20.
that's 6 points for the shot, and then an additional 4 points for the nat 20. It's 10 points.
My guy will just kind of finish the deep breath, not say anything, not even look at the guys, and just slowly step out of the way, and then just kind of sit there. Just no expression, just...
You're not going to take your final shot?
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't know you
You
wanted
get
me
one
to do
more.
it back to back. Okay,
Like,
so he'll come back up, draw his breath again, go for nice and calm and steady, and a 2. Well, 4.
oh, miss wide with that one. Oh, tough break, but we've never seen a shot so beautiful in the late rounds of this competition. Potion Cure Serious on the market for 75 after price. Okay, yeah. The only thing about getting one for 75 is if you don't have the 75, which you might, you have to earn it through the games.
Seems good.
Okay. So all right. The commoner is gonna very dejectedly get up there, and he's going to take his next to final shot, knowing that it's all but hopeless. And he nails off a good shot. He gets a 16, which is good for 4 points. So he's at 8. He's only got to get 14 to force another round. So that's 6 points he needs. All right. I don't know if that's possible. He's got to have another great shot. /R 1D 20 +1. Oh, not /5. And he shoots off. Oh, and he hits the target, but only for 2 points, which means he loses with a score of 10 to 14. In other weeks, a score of 10 might be enough to take home the gold, but this week it all goes to the orphans.
My guy will just kind of go,
Good one.
yes. And he just will say, good luck, guys. I gotta go.
All right. The next up event is the balance beam.
And you'll see my
This is
guy
going
just
in.
kind of shuttle over to that next event slowly with his head down, just like counting, like, okay, I've got this much so far.
I'm going
I
to
might
let
as
you
well
guys
participate in this one.
choose whether you want to add your acrobatics or reflex modifiers to it.
I'll be rolling acrobatics.
I think I'll participate in the balance beam too.
All right.
You said
Watching the
acrobatics
big
or
Hulk
reflex?
guys do stuff.
So the 3 of us are all standing there in line waiting to go on the balance beam.
Did you say reflex?
What about the
Jeremy?
angel? Is the angel? Yes.
Oh, then yes, I
you're-
will.
All
You
right.
said reflex or acrobatics?
Yeah, you can choose.
Can I purge?
Sure.
Purge, man.
Purge. Purge away.
Purge away.
Jeez Louise.
Oh, by the
That
way,
was terrible.
Josh, in case
Yeah.
you didn't know, we all have a healthy distrust of the the automatic
7,
roller
6,
in this.
11, 6,
So you're
3,
free
4.
to
Oh my god, yeah,
purge your rolls as much as you want.
that would have been terrible.
Well, technically, you rolled better than average. Anything over 1,000 is better than the average.
Look at Devin though.
Haha.
Yeah.
Let's do this thing. I'm gonna win.
All right.
Whatever.
So,
Boss boy.
all right.
Let's see.
We'll
We're
go.
rolling 100 d20.
If you roll
Yeah.
100 d20, it said to purge your rolls. That's all.
Yeah.
See if you're rolling average or above. Yeah, see?
Slightly above. Yeah.
Lots
All right,
of
so
holy fuck.
yeah, there are several ones in there.
No
But
one
all right,
likes
so
ones.
we will start with the smallest of the competitors. Raish, the Rat Man.
Step aside, Gaval.
You get 2 attempts. If there's a tie score, then we'll go to a third round. But you take your first one now, and then everybody else gets.
Roll acrobatics is what you're saying?
Roll acrobatics, yes, sir. And 17. A 17 is a nice. Tell us what Raish does up on the balance beam.
Oh, Raish gets up on the ballast beam and does a little cartwheel across it.
All right, nice and simple, just to start the competition. Next up, we have we didn't compete in the last one. Talim, the tall elf to counter the tiny rat.
How did he specifically roll acrobatics like that?
I opened my skill sheet that I've been building and I clicked acrobatics.
Ew. Okay.
You might not have that yet because we haven't been building everybody's character sheets. You'll have that next week, but
Yeah.
I do know
So-
mine's a +2 just because of my.
Yeah. So just roll a d20 and add 2. That's basically all it does.
There. There.
oh,
So that's
Busted his balls.
Talim gets up and he says, "I can match that," and he goes to do a cartwheel across as well, but kind of slips and lands with his
No.
knee roughly on the wood.
I'm not that cocky. I wouldn't try and do a cartwheel. I'm not a rat. I'm an elf.
You just fell
I
without
would
doing
just saunter across like a dignified person
Saunter
God.
across.
and then slip.
So, I was going to say, so your
Because the
low
rat
score is not because you
Must
fell.
have oiled the bar as he did his cartwheel.
It's okay,
So,
dear friend.
so
Not
actually,
everybody was watching.
I like this better for your character. Your low score is not because you slipped or fell while trying to perform a cartwheel. Your low score is because you got up on the balance beam and just walked across like fucking Spock or something.
Yeah, that's what we're
This is
supposed to
what
do,
we
right?
do. You walk on it's balance. I'm balanced. See?
I see that you're not.
All
But
right.
we get 2 tries then, and apparently I'm supposed to put on a show, right?
Oh, yes. That's when Matthew Perry leans over to me and says, "Look, could you be any more boring? I've got a show to sell here."
Fine. I will use
All right. So,
one moment.
that-
I know the word. I have it. 1 second. I have the answer.
Yep.
That way she-
Yep.
while Talim is over arguing with Matthew Perry, Bellman gets to step up to the beam.
Bellman takes a deep breath like he's in the balance beam in the Olympics. And hops up. Oh my fuck.
9. What's your modifier?
2. So 11.
2. So you get an 11. All right. Let's just describe your lackluster performance, I guess, because I definitely
so
like Josh.
He's in a bit of armor, so it's kind of heavy for him. And he tries to do the thing where he puts one leg out and bends the other one to go down. and stand back up, but it's like you hear his knees popping a little bit, even though he's pretty young. He's like, oh, and he's like trying to balance himself, wobbling a little bit, stands back up, and then just hops off. He's like, oh, that was hard. Feat of strength.
Great strength of feet.
Impressive. All right. So the villager comes up next. This is a different guy. You know, he's tall and thin. The fucking halfling. He's a tall halfling. Yeah, that's it. Because I think well on my feet, don't I? And he's gonna jump up, and he's going to roll a 9. He goes to spin around and pirouette, but he slips off and manages to catch himself by his hands before his feet hit the ground. And he dangles there for a second and then drops. Sorry, guys. I thought I could handle it. And Dahor, today's current reigning champion, the only one who's won an event yet.
So my guy's gonna kind of saunter up nice and slow and just kind of, and oh god, he's gonna shoot me.
I'm sorry, yeah, I mean to click that.
Okay, so he'll go up. I'm gonna do reflex. I think this is right on my character sheet because it says 2 here and there's 2 on the other. So I'll try the roll on that. So here we go. 11.
11. All right. So yeah, you get up there all stiff and orc-like, and I can outperform the elf. So you walk a little faster. See? Balance. Sorry. I like making these things up. All right, so second round, Raish.
So did I make it across or no?
Yeah, you do get it across. You managed to get across without falling. Yeah. But your performance
you get
is
2
lackluster.
tries, right?
Yes, this is everybody's second try. Raish, God. So what'd you do there?
Raish jumps up and turns around and looks at everybody else who's gone. And he says, "It's not so hard, Caval." And he walks it backwards.
He's cheating. He's got a tail.
Exactly.
Tell him. If you're done arguing with Mr. Perry.
All right. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, you want a show? I'll give you a show.
Oh, God.
And I'm going to cast Dancing Lights.
Oh, fucking
Okay.
pretty boy.
And I'm
Yes,
going
dancing
to
lights.
and I'm going to act as if I'm juggling them as I walk across.
All right.
Not too bad.
Talim manages to dazzle the judges well enough with his flourishing display of dancing lights moving seamlessly and choreographed through the air, and they give him a bonus 8 points.
The fuck?
So for a
Man.
score of 20, you are currently a total of 28. You are currently 12 points behind Raish, looking like you might threaten to force a third round. Feldman.
Okay.
Sorry, I like the originality.
Here we go.
Well, as long as I'm not paying attention to my boring
Fuck
feet,
me.
I'm doing okay.
9.
9. All right.
Bellman goes up and slink worms across the bar.
Worms.
Yeah. And he's like, "Is this what you want? Is this what you want?"
Wrong kind of show. Wrong kind of beam.
All right. All right.
Are you not entertained?
No. Think of the show we put on for the children to entertain them. They're just bigger children.
All right, the halfling goes to jump up onto the beam and just overcorrects and slips straight off the other side onto her face.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wait,
so
is that
she's-
my halfling assistant?
No, because she's teaching the kids. If she was at the
Okay.
if she was at the market,
I was
you know,
about to say. There was about to be
Um,
some words. Yeah.
then
Wrong
the
halfling.
horror. You can still pull this out. You can still survive on to the third round.
All right, is it my turn yet?
Mhm.
Okay, so my character's gonna like look at the judges, kind of grin. You want a show, huh?
Oh
He'll
god.
whistle really quickly, and then have the wolf run over. And then as I make my roll, the wolf kind of like props up on its back paws and puts its other paws on my shoulders as we walk across together.
You
Fantastic.
Whoa!
Oh, and he rolled a 7. Yeah, so the judges are just,
Wow.
shocked, astounded,
I'm
flabbergasted
freaking cheaters.
by your move there. The use of adding animals to the show is something that they've never considered before, but will definitely be a feature of every market day from here on out. They award you an additional 10 points.
That is
So-
definitely animal cruelty.
The wolf
Quiet
doesn't
rat.
hear. While we're walking across, the wolf just tongue hanging out, just happy as could be. Like, Master said we could have fun.
Oh god.
So they inform you, all right, the scores are a little too close. We have our resident child-loving priest Dahor the Hollow with 39 points in second place, and in first place, Raish the Rat Man.
Yes,
with
yes.
40 points.
He does like that title.
Yes, we will have to have a runoff lightning round. So, just the two of you, one final round against each other. Raish does have a 1-point advantage, so you will have to slightly outscore him. But
Would you like to go first?
Sure. He'll whistle again to the dog and kind of instruct him. All right, so we're gonna do the other trick. So I'm gonna have the dog walk on his own back feet forward while I trudge behind him.
I am actually going to have you roll a handle animal check for this one,
Yep.
since
Now-
since it's the final part of the round.
Yep.
So, yeah, roll your reflex and a handle animal.
Okay, so I'll do the handle animal. It's not fully in there, so it'll have to be a +4 on this.
Okay,
Okay, so 19.
good.
Christ.
And then reflex 13.
13. Nice. All right. So yeah. So the judges confer. They whisper, and they hold up a score of let's see what's they 19 points total.
Oh.
So yeah. So that gets you.
Okay.
Let's see, 40, 58. All right. Gives you 58. All right.
So our friend, I always mess up your name, Raish. I apologize.
Fresh.
Raish is about to go, right?
Yes.
Hey, you want a little bit of flair a year ago?
What are you thinking?
Well, you have to say yes or no.
Collusion! Collusion!
Hey, do you want to show judge or not?
Hmm. It's hard to trust an elf, but
What?
let's see what you can do.
Excuse me?
he
Summon
turns his
oil.
back on you and jumps up on the thing. Wait, what
All
did
right.
you say?
I said prestidigitation on the beam to make it look like it's on fire.
Ooh.
Yes,
not. It's fake fire. You'll be okay, Raish.
I have a
I
plan for
whisper
this.
very loudly.
Yes. Yes. Raish is going to pull out a blindfold and put it on. and step up to the beam.
Mother.
Blindfolded, on fire.
Blindfolded
Right.
on fire. Here's your
This
roll.
guy.
I'm gonna actually be laughing while he's doing this. So
He's actually on fire now.
I'm gonna take it slow.
So-
Arms out.
yeah.
Tail for balance.
Cheating.
Yeah. So the judges, they see the fire and they flip out, and the only one who's still paying attention when you actually go across is Matthew Perry. And I like how I've just completely forgotten that NPC's name now. Anyway,
Perry now.
yeah, Matthew Perry is the only one paying attention. Wow, could that be any more fascinating? You win. Just take all the money. Just take it all of it. And he throws you 10 individual gold pieces. He
Nice.
doesn't even give you a score. He just
This
you
is
win.
rigged.
Well,
that's all
I
in
mean,
good fun.
It's all in good fun.
now I need a new scrap to keep scores on.
It's much
What's
different
funny is my
entertaining
character is going to look at the
adults.
dog and just kind of go, oh, and like start trudging to the next one. The dog's just going to go, put its ears back, like tail walking
Oh,
with
come
it.
on, Dahor. You
But-
already
but-
won an event today.
But my guy's going to stop when he hears the whine, look back at him, and just rub his head and say, you did a good job. Good job. And just kind of walk.
Oh, wait. Caval. And I'm gonna call him back. And I'm gonna walk over to him. I'm gonna get my cow and lead it over to him. Say, I know you work for the orphanage, and I wanted to donate this meat for you.
You sure?
Yes.
The cow looks.
Yes,
Oh.
no problem.
Looks
No
down at its
problem.
udders.
Well, you know what this means.
Please don't ride the cow into battle.
No. He's not going to. He goes, you know what this means? He looks at the dog. The dog is just kind of like, yeah. So all of a sudden, my guy's going to yell out this just absolutely blaring scream, kind of like an orcish roar, "Rah!" type thing. And then all of a sudden, of course, everyone's going to look like, what the hell's going on? And you'll see a lot of the little orphan kids look around. And then he's going to kind of look around, see a couple of them, and then he's going to scream, "Meat's on the menu, boys!"
Oh God.
And then
Yeah,
the
but-
kids will hopefully start running towards him.
Yeah, the children go absolutely nuts from across the road. They begin to run towards the dog and towards the meat as the little halfling attendant comes, trudging to try and keep up. Stop it now, you little children! You're gonna get me in some shit.
Get back to class now.
I'll stop him and kind of kick the kids away. No, don't bite on it. Don't chew on it. No, stop it. This will be for later.
Right. Well, you enjoy that. Caval.
The kids will. Hopefully, I can get some. And then you said there was a attendant with one of the kids.
Yeah.
I'll tell the
So
attendant,
she's-
hey, can you go take this? What's her name again? The butcher lady that's with me. Is it Linda?
Matthew Perry.
The butcher lady.
Yeah, the one that raised me, quote unquote.
Oh. Dang it, where is it?
The one I kind of worked for, part of the whole thing.
Linda.
I gotta find her. Yeah, I think it might be Lida.
Okay.
Seamus.
So I'll just say, hey, drag this cow over there and tell her it's for the orphanage and that. And I'll let her decide if we eat it tonight or if... You said it was a cow, so female, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then maybe we do it from... I'll let her decide what to do with it for the orphanage.
Yeah, the Kelstrop meats, is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, Ladia Kelstrop.
Ladia.
And
Yeah.
Malford Pelson.
Yes. Malford Pelson is the town's butcher and fishmonger.
Yeah.
Ladia Kelstrop runs Kelstrop's Meats. She's probably out there making those meat pies that people are eating.
Fine,
Well, then-
the children can have a break.
I'll actually do the most unorc thing imaginable. I'll look at him, stomp right up to the guy, stick out my hand, and just say, "The children are happy, thank you."
What?
course. So, yeah, of course, she hurries the children back to class. Raish, I imagine, they're very thankful for your contribution.
Alati, no problem.
Yeah. All of the children are currently trying to duck Master Talim's, withering gaze as he stares them back towards
chalk.
class. And chalk. Just rapid fire chalk coming out at the children.
Like
while
literally chalk, the dust balls, the dust bricks that you wipe them off with. Mage hand, whack. Mage hand, whack. If anyone gets out of line.
All right. So the next up is the tug of war, and we're going since. Are you all four going to compete in this?
Oh, of course I will.
Oh boy.
I don't see why not.
All right. So I'm going to
Is
have
there
you
mud?
Yes, there is mud. There is a mud
no.
pit in the center of the. No.
No.
Okay.
All
right.
Raish is gonna walk by, slap you on the lower back, and be like, "You afraid to get wet?"
All right.
No, I'm
so
afraid to look like you.
The three of you that are competing, each of you roll a d20. The lowest one will be on a team with a commoner.
Oh yes. Yep.
All right.
18. That's 18 for me.
It's not looking good for you, Raish.
All right. So Raish and the half orc are on a team together, and the beautiful angel is on a team with a rather large, human commoner that comes up and
Door is it?
anchors the rope
Yep,
behind
door.
I'll be expecting you to do most of the work here. Come on, let's do
I'll-
this.
You even
I'll
touch the
crack-
ground.
I'll crack my neck and a bunch of other bones in kind of an old man style and kind of snap my fist to and say, no problem.
All right. So we're all going to roll strength checks. Best, yeah. So best of 3 rounds. There'll be a cumulative score. So Raish and Dahor, you'll add your score together, and Bellman and Franklin will add their scores together.
Okay, trying to see if I can get my sheet back up here. It's all freaking out.
All right.
I think the strength is in
Can
there.
you give
right?
me like 30 seconds? I got to AFK.
Okay.
Talk about something. I'll be right back.
Okay. There's lots to talk about.
While you stepped out, as a level 1 wizard, how do my spell slots work again? Because right now I've only used 2 level 0s, which I think they're considered basically cantrips.
Yeah.
This is
like
my
I said,
first
you
chapter.
have-
Remember that.
Yeah, you have your spells prepared for the day. Like whichever spells in your spell book that you want to cast today, you can fill those spell slots. So let's see. I'll open your character real quick on
I thought
Hero
mine
Lab.
was one where the spells that are in my book I have.
No, that is that
The
is a
other
source.
type of. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Helly. All right.
I remember you
So,
explaining that to me. Misinterpreted.
So you can prepare 3 level 0 spells. And of course, level 0 spells, you can cast those as much as you want. And you can prepare and cast 2 level 1 spells. So since this is the first day of town, first day of the adventure, I'll be pretty open about it, that you just, whatever spells you want to use would be the ones that you had prepared today. Why not? It'll really start to matter once we get into the next couple of sessions when there's going to be potential combats and stuff.
Okay.
So,
And that's not including my heritage mage armor, right?
right.
Okay. Just getting an idea. Okay.
What was I doing?
Well, considering
Oh,
my normal
okay.
stuff, I can already tell you what spells I would probably have normally for my school teaching and stuff. On a normal day, it would be floating disc and comprehend languages.
Okay. That makes sense.
Have to carry all the books and have to be able to read all the books.
Back.
All right. Speaking of, while you guys are milling around between events, throughout the market, people gossip about the great deals and who will win the competitions of the week. You hear the good money is on Balin to win the bag toss. He's been the reigning champ for months, but a few people are talking about Melford Pelson's son Grant, who is entering the contest for the first time this week. In hushed tones over breakfast tables and mead stalls, others discuss concern of the growing tension in town around the local gang, the Horned Frogs. You hear that several Horned Frogs were slain last week in the middle of the street, and no one knows who was responsible.
Not it.
On to the tug of war. Let's everybody go ahead and roll strength checks.
That's a 3, do you?
3 is not good.
Okay.
But then roll a 6, so not much better.
Well, I didn't roll well either. 10.
So we got 21. 21.
So I like to think that Raish is just hanging from the rope.
13.
What's your strength modifier, Bennett?
2.
Okay, so you got a 15.
So we got 21
right.
together. And we got
Yes,
this
we're
weight.
sitting 21. Nice. And you guys are at 13. So, which is a best of 3 situation. So we get one more, and we win.
23. Okay.
Yeah.
So they have to get at least 10.
Yes, there is one ale near the tug of war. Yes, they have to at least. Well, they just have to beat us on this next one. So it's score
so
for
it's
score.
2. It's 2 versus 2.
Right.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
So
Roll again.
Cool.
I'm gonna give this one my everything door. Let's do this.
Okay, 1 second.
Oh shit! Yeah.
God, you used your tail and dug your little
dude.
claws in. Oh!
Oh!
What? What I missed?
Bennett rolled a nat 20.
Oh, well. Oh, nat 20!
Oh, shit.
You rolled a nat 18 for a combined 20.
Okay,
So Bennett rolled a 22. I rolled an 8, so it gives us a 30.
Yeah, we
and
lose.
you rolled a 20 and an 18, gives you all a 38. Oh, shit.
Yes.
My eyes glow a little bit golden.
All right.
What's the quality of that rope?
Can I have my dog or my wolf jump in?
That's
No,
cheating.
absolutely not. Can you guys see my rolls, by the way? I'm not trying to roll them hidden.
Yes.
No, we see you rolled an 8.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're the only one that sucked this round.
I sucked on the last round too.
No,
All right. Let's roll one more time.
okay.
This guy, he's gonna bear down deep and dig in with all the strength he's got.
Oh! Oh!
It's over, dude. It's over.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh.
We pull him in the mud.
One more. Who's going to do it?
Oh, come on.
How bad's it going to be?
It doesn't matter. It's over.
I want them both in the mud right now.
Wait, do I need to roll again?
Yeah.
Yes, you do need to roll.
Sorry, I'm helping Susan get laundry in. All right, here we go. 19.
Oh, not bad.
Right in the
No,
mud.
not bad.
You're gonna let go of the rope.
So
and I'll
with
fly
a-
him.
With a combined 41, Bellman and
42.
Franklin.
Or no.
Yeah, 41.
Yeah, if my
Oh yeah,
character's
44
gonna-
because
40.
plus 2.
No, 43.
if my character is going to get thrown into the mud, he's going to know this and kind of be a smart ass and just going to let go of the rope because he doesn't want to get mud.
So what happens is, just as we yank and pull, you get lurched a step forward, but you let go of the rope. Just as Raish falls into the mud pit, and you step right down on his tail.
Ooh, sex.
Oh,
All right.
my.
Bellman's gonna go
So, yeah.
on the other side of the mud pit and give a hand to Ray to get him out of the mud pit.
yeah. Rachel, take your hand and get pulled up. It's
All
all,
right. So,
it's all in good fun.
Yes.
Alim, that is 10 gold for you, and
What?
10 gold for Franklin. No, I'm sorry, not Alim. Bellman. Sorry,
Me,
I'm getting
I'll
names
take your
confused.
money, though.
me. Yes, I'll have all the
Yeah.
gold.
Getting names mixed up. What is the?
It's because you
All
guys
right,
got to
the
edit your
heavy
names at the
bag
bottoms.
call.
It's easier to figure out who you are.
I know, right?
The heavy bag toss. All right, there are 2 NPCs competing in this, and it's a simple event. You just stand in a line, grab a hold of this bag full of buckwheat, and throw it as far as you can. You know, technique and strength count as much for distance.
This is a strength-based event.
Yes.
Ray's just gonna sit this out.
My guy
How
will be
big-
there, obviously.
How big is this
I gotta help the boys real quick. Be right back.
this potato bag?
I'd say they're probably they've got to be heavy because I know this is a real event. I think what are they, like 50-pound bags or something like that? Like, this is a real competition that
A
people
shot put is 8 pounds. So how far are we trying to throw?
Depends
on-
it? 15, 20 feet?
Depends on what shot put you're doing, and like if you're doing collegiate or
Oh shit! We
I
just
wouldn't
found
bet.
something that Ben is into that we didn't know about. Dude, you know shit about shot put?
I know shit about track and field.
Okay,
do. That's his jam. Yeah.
I did not expect that.
Knowledge
There's,
Olympiad.
I mean, like there's like the pole toss event in Scottish things, like where like you're not
That's
you're
a
not just
fucking
throwing
tree.
a ball that you can pick up. You're chunking a whole fucking tree.
So we're gonna say 12 pounds,
No, I'm gonna say 50 pound
50
bag.
pounds.
50
Oh,
pound
yeah.
bag.
Yeah, this is
That
people throwing
weighs
it like
more than
5 to
you.
10 feet.
That,
I can't
that
even
weighs
lift a
more than
50
your
pound
whole
bag.
body.
Well,
All right, let's do this.
If you guys see
I
Ray,
need
she'll
to
be in
know
the
the
back over
make
there.
of the bag.
Yeah. So we'll start with Daisy. Stop it! I swear to God, I'm gonna kill you.
I was gonna say, if you guys see Ray in the back, he's licking the back of his hand and like cleaning the mud off his ears, like a rat.
We will start with Bellman Wookman.
All right. Give me what the bag is like and what the rules are. Is it like a shot put area? So is it like a circle
No.
that you have to stand inside of? As a line on the ground?
It is a line
can't
that you
cross?
cannot cross. There's a line that you cannot cross. This is a burlap sack stuffed
Tied at the
bulging.
top?
Do what?
Tied at the top where there's like a little nipple that you can grab onto or something? Or you're supposed
Yeah.
to hold on to
Yeah.
the whole bag?
So I mean, either way that you choose. Like, there's enough room at the top to where you can grab a hold of corners and get a good swing, or you can try and do like a body bag kind of throw.
Trust pretzel. Okay.
Yeah.
Got ya.
Stuffed
Okay.
full with 50 pounds full of buckwheat.
All right, let's see how weak I am after that tug of war. My arms are tired.
Let's see. Hold on. I have the actually. What was
Oh
it?
my god.
Roll a d20 and add your strength and your dex mod.
Oh, okay. It's still not great, but so I got 14.
All right.
Or
Bellman.
no, I got 12. Sorry.
Bellman. 12. So you managed to give it a good heave and get it out there about 5-6 feet.
Sure.
Yeah, fairly impressive. Not bad. Because we're still waiting on the 4.
I'll go last. I'm helping Susan upstairs real quick.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I wasn't trying to rush you. So the same dude who just worked on the tug of war is going to come up, and he's got what's his dex isn't going to be very good because his strength is pretty nasty. So he comes up, and he's going to give it a heave Jesus Christ.
Christ.
So this is who was this? This was I had names for these guys. I even did just talk about them. Yeah, this is Balin. Balin got a 22. All right. And Melford Pelson's son, Grant, a 17-year-old, stocky human boy who spent his entire life working at a butcher and a fishmonger. Oh, Daisy, Jesus. Sorry. He steps up to the line, gripping his bag with both hands. All right. Let's see how well he does. He probably does poorly now that I've given him a whole, lead in, huh?
Hype.
And let's see. He's got good scores in both because I wanted him to. Yeah. And he comes up and tries to give it his best to heave as he can, but he trips over his feet, and the bag falls pathetically 2 feet away from his head. All right. We'll have Dahor up next once he gets a chance to roll.
Who is the current reigning champion of this event?
Balin. He just rolled a 22.
Ew.
Yeah. And he may continue to be the reigning champion until next week. I can't remember what the rules I had set out for this one was. What's the rules is best single score wins. Yeah. So
How far did his go?
Balin's. Oh, I didn't even describe it. So it went 15 feet. There we go. With his roll of 22.
Okay, I'm kind of back.
Okay.
So what did the guy
need
nat 20 it or something?
Basically.
Almost. He nat 18'd it. We need a D20 with your strength and your dex modifier added.
Strength and dex.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Plus. Where's my dex? Okay, here we go.
Come on.
Only a 17.
Oh, 17. It's not bad though. Not a bad roll.
Better than me.
So yeah, you managed to get it out there about 10 feet, a little bit past Bellman's, but it still falls short of Balin's impressive 15-foot throw. That may be the standing record for a while. All right, so Balin is going to take his 10 gold.
No.
Oh,
Calm down.
Fucking one round. I'm like, what?
oh yeah,
No,
this is a one-round
There
game.
is still a very tall, skinny elf who would like to participate.
Oh yeah, so as Balin is walking up to take his money, that's when you clear your throat and announce that there. Wait, is that a sound that I hear? Is that one more competitor?
It is. I don't normally play in this game. Isn't side note, Balin, he's not from around here, is he?
No, Balin's a town native. He's
Okay.
the reigning champion.
Is he a
Well, at least
jerk?
say he's in town every week.
Is
What?
he a jerk though?
Is he a jerk?
Yeah, because he beat me.
Yeah, sure. Big ass strong dude like that. Yeah, he's probably an asshole.
Or any of his kids in my class? Does he
No,
have
Balin
kids?
doesn't have.
Oh, okay. I have no regrets for this then.
No regrets.
All right. Yes, I start stretching. And what were the rules for this? I'm actually asking the judge, what was the rules on this again? Just throw it as far as I can, and wherever it lands is my score?
Yes. That's the deal. You
All right.
heave the bag with all your might, and if it goes further than the others, then you win.
Okay. Whenever I'm ready, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss the bag onto my floating disc, and I'm going to make it go 25 feet where it automatically dissipates because it's out of range. And it falls to the ground.
Can anybody
floating
see
disc,
your floating disc?
No, it's invisible.
all I'm saying is that your floating disc can hold 50 pounds.
It can hold 100 pounds.
Oh, you little bastard.
I was reading this. And once
Now
it reaches further than 25 feet, it's actually plus 5 feet per 2 levels, but I only have 1 level, so it's only 25 feet. Once it literally starts going past the 25 feet, it disappears, and whatever's in it will fall to the ground.
Yeah, so you grab the bag, by the tip with both hands, and get a good winding swing, and just let go, and the bag to the view of all the crowd, the bag just shoots out 25 feet directly, in a straight line, and then drops and skids an extra couple of feet, and Matthew Perry is just slack-jawed.
Detect evil.
Impossible.
He is evil. He is a cheater.
You
I
you
literally
detect
dust
evil
off my
in the
hands.
crowd, but not from the elf.
I
My guy will just kind of look at him, squint at him a little bit, knowing something's up, but just go whatever.
All right, so Talim, I'm going to give you that 10 gold without even doing a roll.
Fantastic.
All right, and the remaining events take place later in the evening. There's a drinking contest that is towards the end of the night, and there's a wrestling event that is going to take place just after sunset. All right, you guys, mill around. You talk to some people. You get to know your fellow townsmen. And everybody roll me diplomacy rolls. Or charisma rolls if you don't have diplomacy. Yeah.
I don't know what diplomacy is, but I know that I have a bonus in
Okay, I
it.
do have this.
Oh, yes, I do. I have a +3 in diplomacy. Never mind.
Nice.
Go. Eh. Eh.
I have a
Uh,
-1 and I got a 16.
Okay, we're only letting the rat talk to people now.
Apparently.
Got a 20.
Jeez. All right. So yeah, everybody's just
Townsman.
very willing to talk to Dahor, and even so, they're talking to Raish. You'd think the two most beautiful members of the party, the tall, striking elf and the angelically beautiful Asimar, would have an easier time of getting people to talk to him. But
I'm intimidated.
No. See, they're too pretty to approach.
I'm
That's
intimidated.
what it is.
Exactly.
I'm easy to approach.
Exactly.
I do
I
have
like
a
sloppy
reputation
jizz,
of
but
I'm
I
one
look
of the
like I eat
ugliest
caviar.
motherfuckers there, so of course everyone's like, "Oh, it's just him." What do you
And
want?
I know you. Well,
all right, so yeah, everyone that y'all talk to, everyone knows that 6 men died in the slaughter last week, and they were all members of the Horned Fang gang.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. And while some of the older generation from Roderick's Cove, they cluck their tongues when you talk about it. That's what you get for being uppity. No one in town really thinks that the Horned Gang is particularly violent. The common belief is that a group of murderers from Riddleport ambushed the Horned Fangs, and many are calling for Port Governor Thort. That can't be right. That has to be a typo. To confront Riddleport and demand the names of those responsible. As y'all ask around, you find out some information about these gangs, and thanks to Dahor having a particularly good role, you find out the horned fangs. They have a symbol that looks like a mouth with jagged fangs descending from it. You hear from one old person that Cornelius, the old museum keeper, he seems to take issue with that symbol. Jana, she's their leader. She chose the horned fang, and he seems to say something about old magic and claims that us uneducated folk like the commoners and Jana wouldn't understand. I know something about runes myself, and he seems to think that he's got a monopoly on it, but I'll tell you what, he's just an old coddling fool. You find out the gang is made up of disgruntled men and women from Roderick's Cove who've become frustrated by the system and then struggle to make ends meet. Jana Gold Gildersleeves, played by Ellen Page, is the leader of this gang. Hey, I love you. Yeah, she is the daughter of the disgraced and banished former port governor Jess Gildersleeves. She has returned to town shortly after her mother's death. Raish, you hear about a group of bandits that dwell in the Churlwood called the Road Keepers. Largely, they stay in the Churlwood and are known to periodically charge road taxes for travelers using the path. They've been a thorn in the side of merchants and travelers alike. And traditionally, they give Roderick's Cove a wide berth. But you hear from the merchants that lately it seems like they've been creeping closer and closer to town. You were told about their leader, a human female named Lullaby Van Kaskeren. Let's see. Y'all also hear about another group that operates in town. A group called the Order of the Resplendents. It is a group of scholarly, educated people. Jesus, I got to get this dog out of my room. Get out! Stop playing with the cat. Stop barking. Go out. Get out of here. Go. There we go. A group of scholars who share an interest in Varisian history. They are headquartered in a manor called the Peacock Manor, just north of town, headed by Corstella Rostara, played by Margot Robbie. The order has never been openly associated with violence, and as far as you know, their official stance on the slaughter is that troublemakers from Riddleport or the Churlwood must be responsible. Corstella is an eccentric scholar and quite rich. She had Peacock Manor built shortly after she arrived in town several years ago. And you hear many rumors about her from the lips of citizens, but no one can deny the money and jobs that she brings to town. All right, yeah, there we go. There's some information you guys gather.
Okay.
As the afternoon winds down, you guys are still milling about, waiting for the drinking contest and the wrestling match to start, and still buying bits of goods. And you see a group of 5 men and women converge on old Possum Coot. What's his name? Yeah, Brimmer Coot's stand for Possum Punch. Yeah, Possum Coot. They begin to drink punch and talk with each other. They're all standing around a small table near Brimmer's tent, hunched over their possum punch with grim and sour expressions on their face. Everybody make perception checks.
Yeah.
All right. 20 is good.
Ooh, I get a +3 on this.
Mine's not fully filled in. Hang on, I'm gonna make a quick edit.
Yeah, you're fine.
That's 3.
Nice. 15.
11.
7 still good enough. 18.
Hold
All
on.
right. So
Sorry, I'm not really doing well in filling out my actual character sheet in the thing because I'm reading all these spells and stuff and contemplating the
Right.
cost of buying food supplies for the children with the 10 gold and blah, 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 blah.
no, you're fine.
As long as you're having fun, man.
I'm
But
trying,
yeah.
but it's rad.
Tell me, what's your perception is actually a +3, so your 7
Don't be a
gives you a
hater.
10, which
This
is good
rat
enough
is a
for
nicer guy than
everybody.
you'll be. I had a
For
20.
everybody to hear.
Just saying.
So those of you who made above a 15 can make out at least one of them wearing a crude patch of cloth that appears to bear a mouth with jagged fangs descending from it. But you can all hear their conversation. Man 1, yo, this is bullshit. Woman, woman. Yeah, Johnny should be here now, ordering up the drinks and keeping everyone laughing. But it ain't just Johnny though, Minnie. But it ain't just Johnny though. Minnie and I was gonna go on a date tonight. I was gonna pop the question. Oh no, Donnie, what do you mean? Or you don't mean? Yeah, I was gonna ask if she wanted to get a cat together. Thing is, I already got the cat. I was gonna surprise her with it, with the one we saw at the docks last week. Now what am I gonna do? I already brought it home and gave it food. Oh look, nothing. Yeah, look, nothing we can do to get rid of a cat for you. You're trapped now. You're stuck for life. But we don't have to take this shit lying down. We can get them back. Blood for blood. The other person at the table is, yeah, blood for blood. You let's see who made the high enough checks.
Everyone but Ben.
All of you. everyone but Ben. Roll sense motive checks too, if you would. Ooh.
Sounds like they want to steal a cat. I don't know.
Judgy face.
All right. Oh, excuse me. We had spaghetti for dinner, and it always gives me heartburn. But I like Kelly spaghetti, but it gives me heartburn. Anyways, so yeah, you all make just enough. You see down between some of the stalls, and you see down between some of the stalls another group of 3 individuals. Their expressions intent, and another group of 2 people swimming through the crowd, all converging on the group of friends sitting at Possum's tables. None of them appear to be armed, but they certainly don't look friendly. Roll initiative when y'all get a chance.
No, when we get a chance.
Uh-oh.
All right. Well, mine might be set up.
As you're rolling initiatives, you see as the group converges on the table, a young woman reaches up and steps out and slaps a cup off the table. This is Lullaby Van Kaskeren. She is played by how do I not have a acting choice for her? Reese Witherspoon. All right, she's played by Reese Witherspoon. She slaps a cup off the table, and you hear old Coot yell, "Oh, my cups!"
My cups.
She says to the others in a voice loud enough to be heard by any bystanders, "I think you need to leave. This whole place smells like vermin, and I'm starting to get hungry." One of the horn-fanged females stands up. Look,
I can't smell you
ain't
today,
the
Ray.
mood for- Do what?
I'm just idle commentary while this is going on. I can't smell Ray.
Yeah, is Raish with us?
Your race is with you, yes.
Okay.
But yeah, one of the horned fangs stands up, and oh god, I lost it. Look, we ain't in the mood for none of your shit. We came here for a nice thick mug of possum to drown our cares. And now's when I'm going to allow you guys to work in initiative order. Dahor the Hollow with a 14, Raish with a 13, Bellman with a what's your initiative?
16.
A 16.
I got 16.
All right, and we need Talim. We need your initiative score, please, sir.
Yeah, what did I get on the sense motive again? I may have missed it while I was trying to punch in numbers. Sorry.
Oh, you got a. You did good. You did an 18 on the sense motive.
What was the motive I sensed? That's what I meant. Sorry.
That was the motive you sensed that all of y'all managed to sense because well, except for Dahor and Raish because they scored. Well, just you. But it was DC 15 to tell they're coming with intent. They have no weapons, but they're not friendly. They're essentially they're looking for a confrontation, but they don't have weapons. Sorry. Rise of the Runelords initiative tracker. There we go. Use the old standby initiative. All right. 16. Then that girl's not in here. Bug's not in here. Billick's not in here. And there we go. So Ren, Devin, what did you get? Raish?
What did I get? Got distracted. 13.
13. 13.
Yeah, we're all like right there at the same time.
13 and Dahor got a 14. Sorry, I wasn't on the same page. I have to enter them in on a Google Docs. All right. So first up to act in deciding where to go from here. You guys are standing about, I'd say you're about 20 feet away from the confrontation. You have a clear view, a clear line of action to what's going on. No punches have been thrown yet. It's nothing but words. And let's see. Just whatever y'all decide to do, I'll tell you what kind of actions it takes and what to roll. But Ben, or should I say Bellman, you're first.
Okay, so they're just like talking shit to each other?
Yes.
Okay, I am going to walk over. So this isn't like attack rounds or anything, so I can just like freely move.
You still are you still have like a movement and a standard.
Okay.
But you can spend that talking or whatever.
Okay, so so we're not really on the map, so you said we're about 20 feet away.
Yeah. Where's Codger's? Yeah, Codger is going to be right over here, right by the well, right where you see Aldrani. She's not supposed to be in here.
Okay, so I am going to walk over to where the cup was spilled over. Like I didn't hear what they were talking about, and I'm just gonna pick the cup up and put it on the counter, and say to old possum man, "Is everything all right?"
All right. Lullaby looks at you and looks back at the person she's arguing with. She was like, "This bitch here is in our seats." And she takes the cup that you just picked up again and knocks it back down on the floor. And Coot yells, "Oh, my precious antique cups!"
Well, that's awkward.
Okay, so if I overheard right, they were making some kind of remark against Rahish, right? Earlier?
No, not against Raish. They were. She came up and she said the place smells like vermin. You could infer that she was talking about.
And then Salim said, "What's wrong with Raish?"
So since my sense motive was so bad, I'm gonna assume that they're talking about him since he's really the only rat folk I know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step up all next to them, and I'm gonna say to them, and I'm going to say to them, hey, I just overheard you make a really rude comment about some colleagues I know about. And if you don't want any trouble, you're going to shut the fuck up. And then I'll whistle, and my dog will come up behind me and start growling and just get on the I'm going to fuck you up stance. And then it's like, I'm going to fuck you up, or you're going to sit there, shut up, and eat your food.
All right,
Really
roll
pissed
an
me off
intimidate
with
check.
that. Yeah, he really got pissed off with that kind of snarl comment. I don't know if this is. Let me double check if it's filled in right. Okay, yeah, I think mine is filled in right. Damn it!
Oh, shit.
Got it. 8.
Your
Does my
curse
dog get an
carries over to the
intimidate
new
check?
game.
I need a snack to munch while this is happening.
All right. You are needless to say you're unsuccessful. She squares her shoulders and straightens her back. Raish, you're next in the initiative order. Or well, you and Talim are both have the same. Who has a higher dexterity bonus?
I got a 4. I have an 18 dex.
Yeah, not it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Raish,
So,
was I sitting at a table at this place?
yeah, let's say y'all are sitting at a table. That's fine.
Okay. Seeing what's happening, I'm going to. You'll see my ears kind of tuck back, and I'll pull a cloak over my head because he's kind of like people are defending him, which is weird. And he slips one hand behind his back, but that's it. That's all he's going to do.
All right.
That's not all Talim's gonna do.
Talim, there seems to be a confrontation breaking out in front of you. Your friend has tried to intimidate, or your colleague, rather, has tried to intimidate the party into stopping, but it has been so far unsuccessful.
All right.
It's your turn.
So that cup that the bitch knocked back on the ground again, that my other friend put back neatly and nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Mage hand. Her face.
Okay.
You're breaking old man Coot's cups, man.
Nice.
All right, so you lift the cup from the ground and smash it heartily across this woman's face, and she looks at Dahor.
Can I point something out?
Yes, go ahead.
Mage hand is only 5 pounds of pressure.
Yeah. It doesn't even have to break. It's like a bitch slap.
Okay. Well, okay, 5 pounds of pressure. You're right. I don't think that would break a ceramic cup. So yeah, you pick it up and gently tap it against her face.
It's not 5 pounds is a
How about this? Why don't you pick it up really high and just drop it on her head?
Yes.
There we go.
Then that would
you
break.
pick it up. You pick it up high enough for it to drop and break across her head. But she looks at Dahor, thinking that he's responsible. As she rubs her head, one of the men behind her grabs her by the shoulder and pulls her to the side and screams, "Us road keepers was here first and we'll be here last!" And he lunges towards Door to deliver a punch. But before he can swing, a cold mist blows in on a swift breeze. The sky begins to darken as clouds form to cover the sun. You can see your breath in front of you as a dense fog rolls in from all sides. Faintly, you see the image of a thin man begin to materialize. Here we go. Show players. Show to everyone. Yeah. A thin man begin to materialize in the fog. You'll instantly recognize him from the many statues and paintings of him and his family all around town. He is Sir Auric Roderick. The apparition appears indistinct and hazy, a glowing and transparent humanoid form viewed as if through a haze of murky water. He's wearing a gray tunic, and you can see the water drip from his clothing and hair as he stands, hovering 6 inches above the dirt. Water pours from his mouth and his eyes as he begins to shriek in a booming voice that sounds like it's gurgling out of the throat of a drowning man. No, not my
Didn't
each of
understand
you
what he
must
said.
attempt a will save.
Is this a fear effect?
Yes.
I have a
Ooh.
bonus to this.
I feel like I might as well.
What
Did
did he
he
say?
really just say
I don't think
no,
I
not
can
my
be
cup?
afraid.
My cove.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I'm
I
gonna
was gonna
say
say
I
this is like the
heard,
new
not my
version of
cup.
the cabbage guy.
So, Jeremy, I'm going to be using my black powder fortune trait on this because I did reach behind my back on the last round. So
Okay.
I will get a
Wait.
+2 to this roll.
What was it again? What roll?
Will save.
A will save.
I feel
Okay,
like I have
so I have a
something
plus
where
so
I
10.
can't be feared, Jeremy.
I feel like you do too. Like,
When I created a
got you.
paladin, I didn't have that at level 1.
But it's a class. I think it's a race-based type of thing, not a
Oh, for Ace.
class-based.
Oh,
yeah.
20.
How'd you guys get the proper race put on your character sheet for the bio and info and stuff?
You have to go into configuration, which is another tab. Then you can add your stats.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
I mean, I'm on that tab. I'm just trying to select the proper race.
You can't, up at the top where it says race, you can write your race in there. But you can't really select your race under the race tab you're looking at.
Okay,
These are
I
just
just have
racial.
to.
What you're looking at under race, is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Those are race ability modifiers. So if you read about you're not, and you read about elves, it'll tell you they have a +2 charisma and a +2 something and a minus something else. That's where you're
Yeah.
typing that.
I was just trying to figure out how to get it to actually add in the fact that since I'm an elf, I get a +2 on will saves because the normal sheet doesn't have that.
It does. It does. If you go back to main tab and you look at will, and you click that little icon there, it'll tell you what your will is determined off of.
But it doesn't have my racial +2.
What does yours say?
You can
just
add
says-
that here. Hold on. Where's your character? Talim, Jalik. Will. I can go modify. Wait, I can go modify. Is that what you have the miscellaneous here for?
I just put it in there.
Well, then yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Okay.
Because that kind of stuff, you'll either have to put it in miscellaneous, or you'll have to make a buff for it.
So you could put +2 under miscellaneous, and then later on under the configuration tab, I believe it is, or under additional, under traits, you put elven trait +2, and that way you know.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, what did everybody make on their will saves?
Oh,
I got a 10.
nat
I have
20.
10. That's bad. Nat 20.
Yeah, I think I had a 20.
Just barely.
That's what that green means, right?
I'm looking it up
right,
right now, but I'll roll it anyway.
You are a +2 on will. I've got your character sheet open right in front of me, actually. Nat 1.
One.
All right.
Scared to death.
All right. So, yes, Raish and Bellman, you both are terrified and must flee for 3 rounds.
Oh God, I hate when you.
Bellman, you nat 1'd it, so we're gonna say you flee for 6 rounds. Yes. All of the gang members from both sides also turn to flee, as well as every other citizen and merchant in sight. The apparition fades as quickly as it materialized, and the sky returns to a calm blue of early evening in Roderick's Cove. So as people rush in all directions, fighting against each other, trying to pick yourself up from being stampeded, fighting against the stream of terrified shoppers are several town guard and one middle-aged bookish man with thinning hair and large circular glasses. Once he arrives on the scene, and those of you who ran away came back, you recognize him as Cornelius, the owner of the museum, and he is played by Benedict Cumberbatch. Just Imagine old Benedict Cumberbatch. The guards arrive first, but Cornelius is close behind. He stands some feet away, listening intently, while the guards question you about what happened here. Anybody?
Who's there? Because I feel like I ran away.
We'll say you've made it back by now.
Okay.
So I was basically one of the only people that just stood there and looked at this thing.
Yeah.
You and Talim both. Wait, you and Talim both just like stood there and watched it as the other two ran away, and then sheepishly returned.
So what did it do while we were there and everyone else ran away?
That was it. Like it had its moment of showing up and screaming, "No, not my cove," and it did what is called a frightful moan, and then it disapparated. Like it, it seemed to be using a lot of energy to manifest as he did.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and any of y'all can answer, but the guard is standing there, with hand on his sword. What happened here? Is everything okay?
I'll just kind of slowly roll my head around and look over at him, and I'll start picking my ear like it's no big deal, and I'm gonna say to the guy, "Well, I don't know how or why, but dead old man, what was his name again? Roderick. Came back from the dead and screamed, 'Not his cove.' So you got me, but I don't know why everyone was so scared of this thing. He was pathetic looking."
He looks across at
typically,
the other three faces.
when you humans see one of your deceased and they're back and they're dripping water and they're hollering and they're floating, you get scared. As far as the other humans and stuff that were around here and a couple other things.
I do not mess with ghosts.
I'll chime in and be like, "Well, I'm a priest, so I guess I'm used to this." And just kind of keep picking my ear.
Yeah, it didn't really bother me much because I've seen him do this a couple times. So this is a thing that shouldn't happen.
So the guard he looks back and forth at you, and then he shakes his head and starts laughing. Oh yes, that's very concerning. I can't say I've ever seen a ghost before. And the one standing next to him, yeah, it's probably just some rogue storm rolling in on the tides. Everybody's just overreacting.
So would I have noticed that was a spell that the thing cast?
No, it was the effect of him like showing up. I would say you couldn't. Well, nah, it happened too quick for you to be able to identify it as a spell. We'll just.
Are you? And I say this like in the direction of the guard that was
a supernatural event,
mocking the situation. I'm like, are you saying that I am mistaken at what I saw, sir?
I'm saying you school folks with your fantasy reading and your books and all that stuff. Maybe you've been thinking a little too much. You don't know what your eyes done seen, eh? Now I heard reports from some of them running away.
Guards got here at exactly the same time this happened.
I'm gonna look at the dog and say, "Don't you trust wild beasts?" And I'll give him a pat on the head and have him just growl at the guard. Is that what you saw, boy?
Look. Now we showed up because there was screaming people. Some of the folks was talking about a ghost. Some of them's talking about gang members. Right now, can you tell me anything about what happened before the supposed ghost showed up?
I could.
Well, some
but
of those
you probably
gang
think I was lying about that too.
Well, probably, but I do have to ask. I do have to do my job as a policeman.
Oh, who's lying now?
Was anyone hurt?
I'll look over and kind of snark. They weren't yet.
Good. Nope. No injuries. And he's writing down on the. All right. Did you boys see any crimes actually occur? Did anything illegal happen?
I'll just kind of look at him and say, "Not really."
Right. Fine. Good. Thank you. Have a good day. We're going to go back home. and he
Running away, are ya?
thank you, gentlemen, for keeping the peace. I wish there was more folks in town that would work to be non-violent. Why don't you boys go home, have a drink or a woman, and reward yourself. Good day.
He has the right idea.
So, he begins to walk away, and Cornelius, he pops up. Wait, oh wait, that's not his name. Bellman, yes, you and your other fellows. Did y'all actually see the apparition? Was it truly the visage of Sir Roderick?
Is there a portrait of the guy in the bar that we're at?
Y'all are still in the town circle.
Or the town circle? Anywhere nearby that's like a statue or
we would know what he looks like. We live here.
Sure. Yeah.
So
we'll say there's a statue right in the center
as
of town.
soon as it disappeared.
I'm just going to be a smart ass and be like, it was definitely that guy, and just point at the statue.
Oh, fascinating. Truly it's... Oh dear, this is no good. If he has returned, then things in this town are progressing much faster than they should have. Everyone is in great danger. Listen, there is too much to discuss here. I don't believe the danger is quite imminent yet. Would you fellows join me at the Creekside Tavern tonight for dinner? And I'll explain everything that I can.
Well, I gotta check on the kids, but maybe that'll be my excuse to get away from them.
Yes. I'm sure you could really use a break from all those screaming children that feel every waking hour. Yes.
I would love a good meal too.
Yes. the good meal will be on me. What about you, my fine pointy nosed friend? And he reaches out to Raish. Would you like some food?
He's rubbing his hands together. Oh yes, Gaval, please.
Yes. Well,
for once, my orc is smiling.
He tips his hat to you and says, I will meet y'all there at your convenience. Please, do hurry along. It is the sun is setting, and at my age, I get rather peckish around nighttime. Thank you. So he hurries off to the tavern, awaiting you guys. If y'all want to discuss any of this before y'all go meet him or whatever. Or anything you may need to do.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to double check my history knowledge of the town on specifically Uldrick.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
what do you want to know?
Do I specifically have any books on him or his family or what happened at that time frame?
On Roderick?
Yes, on Roderick. That's
you know a lot about Roderick. Sir Auric Roderick is the founder of this town. He was a adventurer who discovered this town. I think it was either 80 or 120 years ago. I can't remember. These numbers are always weird. But he discovered this area and found a large circle foundation that was already here. And that's where the market is set up. He built his town around that circle and founded Roderick's Cove as a nice little place for people who want to escape from Riddleport, which is the proverbial the proverbial hive of scum and villainy. His town is supposed to be a safe haven from the pirates. You know that Sir Auric Roderick did not die from adventuring. He died. He and his entire family died at the same time when their ship was attacked by pirates from Riddleport. There's a rumor that most everybody knows in town that Sir Auric found a magical artifact in some ruins to the southeast of town shortly before his death and disappearance. But again, those are just rumors that nobody has ever followed up on. So, and yeah, I'll fill you in on any more information about Sir Roderick as you have questions that I can answer.
Okay.
Yeah. So, his ghost has appeared before, but we'll go over that in a little bit too.
What was the name of the bandits that were like the smart guys?
They're
The
not
Order
quite,
of Resplendence.
yeah, they're not quite
The
bandits.
Order.
They're just they're an unruly mob of bookish nerds.
I would like to
Join them.
get in with or just learn more about the Order of Resplendence and their leader.
Absolutely.
Is their leader the woman that I cupped?
No, that's
Yeah.
Reese Witherspoon. Margot Robbie is the other one.
Yes, Margot Robbie is.
You really found a way to relate to Bennett.
This picture of the Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, Margot
So-
Robbie. Her name is Corstella Corstella Rostrata. Yes, Rostrata.
Sounds like a dish.
Yeah, it does. Sounds like a genuinely tasty dish.
Mm,
I would order that at the restaurant and pay $25
yeah, I would
for
too.
it and be happy.
Yeah. Get a nice doggy bag for that one.
Are the rest of you going to meet Cornelius?
I could eat.
I think that we're gonna have to figure out a time frame because there are 2 more events.
Oh, there are 2 more events. We'd say y'all have time for dinner before these 2 events if you would like. We
Okay,
can move
okay.
those events to the next session.
Let's say the
All right,
events got delayed because the people running them are still reorganizing after running with their tails between their legs.
Yeah.
It's
The
just a ghost.
wrestling ring is completely
Seriously.
demolished after 100 people trampled it.
Oh, I was looking forward to getting drunk and wrestling some fools.
Oh, yeah. We'll still have that. We'll definitely have some fun with that next session.
Were all the students and kids affected by this?
No, the students and kids were in the schoolhouse, so or at least they should have been. So they were protected.
Well, that's what I'd like to do. I have some more. I think I have some books and stuff inside the schoolhouse on Roderick specifically, and maybe some stuff on the local. What was that group with Margot Robbie again? Yeah, those
The
people.
Order of the
Resplendence.
Resplendence.
I think I have some stuff about them as well. I think I heard you mention that. We should
Probably
go
do.
check on the kids and go to dinner.
Fuck
Let's
the
take the kids.
Take the kids.
So about 30 minutes later, y'all show up at the Creekside Tavern with, a whole slew of children. Imagine. Yeah, I imagine that you've taken this opportunity to make sure that all the children get a free meal at Cornelius's expense.
Yep, and Skippy.
So you show up and there are 15 children running wild around this restaurant, and Cornelius is just happy in the corner, at the table, he's sharing with y'all, eating his meal, and yes, here's some silvers for the children to play their dart games. Yes, here you go. He's very friendly and open with his money, even though he doesn't know anything about child restriction. Maybe they can play with the axe toss. Yes. Should be good for
I'll just look at him and look at the older kids and be like, "Don't let the young ones get it." And they're like, "Right."
So,
Although I'll be smiling as I'm just devouring my food and having a drink.
No, the school teacher is not a manipulative asshole. I don't know what you're talking about.
So, y'all can use this opportunity. I have, use the dinner to give the PCs time to roleplay and talk to Cornelius about other topics if you wish.
Cornelius
we
is
get
my
down
boss,
to-
right?
The shit. Yes, Cornelius is your boss.
Okay.
Now, let's bear in mind, guys, before we actually, this is something I'd probably tell them before we get there. You know how he gets when he gets on a subject. So before we mention Roderick, make sure that's all we want to talk about because that's gonna be it. You know how he gets. Once he starts on one of those kind of subjects, it's gonna be an hour.
I'm just gonna be shoveling food in my face. Just be like, I don't know what the hell to talk to the old man about. Nom, nom, nom.
So,
Okay.
what is the deal with the ghost?
Well, the ghost, you see, that is Sir Ulrich Roderick himself. I got to skip ahead in my conversation. All right. See, this bit worries me. You see, it's the last time that Sir Roderick's ghost made an appearance in the cove was during the events 10 years ago that culminated in a minor uprising when the then port governor, Jess Gildersleeves, and you might know her, Nalder, is a beautiful young woman that's come back to town in recent months. It's very, very, very fair and works with the horned frogs. I mean, the horned fangs. Yes, fangs, not frogs. Frogs. Speaking of frogs, can I have some frog legs? They're delicious. Anyways, where was I? Jess. Yes, Jess. Jess was run out of town when she was found to be undermining the town's safety by diverting funds meant for town safety to her business interests in Riddleport. Okay, and see, it is this I believe, based on those events and the recent unsettledness surrounding the Horned Fangs, that Sir Roderick grows restless when he believes his cove is in danger. I do not feel that he is the cause of these dangers, as some of these commoners do. I suspect that I do not believe that he is the cause of these dangers, but I do believe that he is a symptom of them. I suspect that in order to give the town founders some rest, you must make the cove safe for the citizens again, and that determines and that means first determining what sort of peril the town is in, you see, and solving it. And he looks down at his plate. You see, I believe that there may be some darkness at work in this town. I was first brought here by this curious foundation of stones that your town seems to be built around, and I felt an old magic attached to them. But as I stayed and learned more about your founder and the ruins that he supposedly found, I became a little more concerned. There is something more powerful that holds his ghost to this place and causes him to manifest on occasion.
You
I believe
it's
I
in
know
the
what
ruins.
that is. Yeah, yes. I do believe it has something to do with the ruins. But first, we must solve the problem at hand to put his spirit at rest so that we can cleanse the town. The problem at hand seems to be some rising tensions among the Horned Fang gang. You see, we don't have many murders here in Roderick's Cove. We had
Frogs,
6 in one.
They're horned frogs, Cornelius.
Yes. Horned frogs. No, wait. Yes. I would like some horned frogs. Thank you very much. That is a very kind recommendation. Barkeep, more horned frogs. So, anyways, where was I? Oh, yes. I have done some sleuthing about this problem, but but I'll be the first to admit that I'm not the best at getting people to talk in this town, or noticing subtleties, or understanding human emotion, as some people say.
Oh, listen.
And Looks over at Salim.
What?
As many of you know, I tend to rub people in this town the wrong way, and as a result, have rather few friends. They tend not to like what I have to say.
My guy will kind of snicker a little bit and go back to his food.
I relate more than you know.
Bellman would say, "I'm your faint old man."
Oh, yes, dear Bellman, I don't know what I would do without your company. You and Aldrani are the two sole sources of light in this dark town. And maybe the other of you at this table, too. I don't want to exclude new friends. Anyways,
you realize that normally people don't like what you say because most of the time they don't understand it or you insult them.
well, it's not my fault if they're too simple to understand. Look, I just try to tell people about what's going to happen. If they don't believe me, then that's their fault and their own stupidity for when they die because of it.
I mean,
I'm just gonna
not
look
arguing.
over and go,
Say
I'm
something
used to
wrong?
it.
Continue.
I believe we're getting off topic. What is the tension between the Horned Fangs?
Oh, well, no, thanks. the
Frogs.
the two groups, not two groups. Oh, yeah, well, the clash last week left 6 of their people dead from mysterious and supposedly supernatural causes. Yes, and they are all on edge about it. They believe that any of them may be next, and they do not know for which direction to point their anger. My friend Aldrani took possession of the corpses. She works as the gravedigger in town. She may be able to give you some information on their bodies. The only other piece of information I have is that your boss, and he points a shaky finger at Dohor, Ladia Kelstrop, was the first person on the scene of the massacre last week. So she may have some first-hand information that the guards don't have.
I can speak with her.
And as for Roderick's ghost, I believe an investigation of his old home. It's an abandoned building outside of town called Roderick's Wreck. That would be a logical first step. The old building is dangerous, and you must be careful and deliberate in your investigation of this building. He reaches down and pushes himself up from the table. Yes. Now I must bid you a good night. His eyes start to glisten like a man who's had one too many drinks. His cheeks are all red, and his nose is starting to change color from the warmness of the alcohol. So I know that you boys can be the heroes that the town needs. A single tear rolls down his cheek. I've known a group or two of genuine heroes in my day, and I can see them in you. You'll do well, boys. And he tosses down a small purse of an additional 10 gold. I should take care of the food of the children. I must call it tonight. It's getting late, you see. The sun's almost all the way down. I must have my shades drawn and my night cup of milk. Good day.
I think that's the shortest conversation I've ever had with Cornelius.
I'll just kind of look at everyone and go, well, it's fairly mellow for me, or my interactions.
That's strange. Is he sick?
He's old.
Maybe the alcohol is making him behave better.
Yeah, Bellman, you'd be able to share with them. You've never seen him so concerned. Yeah. And his time in town, he's always looked as if he's preoccupied, and he's thinking ahead and trying to plan 7 or 8 things at once. But this time is the first time you've ever seen him almost overwhelmed.
Truly flustered.
Yes.
And focused.
I'll tell you this. What the fuck is your name? Fucking elf boy. Sorry, I'm not one like that.
It's Talim.
Talim. You may be a school teacher, but seems like you've lost touch with what put you in the position that you're in. You should have patience with everyone. He means well.
I'm just surprised. Normally, he's like a freaking squirrel in a tree with all kinds of different nuts, and he bounces back and forth, and the whole conversation gets lost.
Don't you as well with all of your students bounce back and forth with attention
Yes,
here and attention there?
but normally when I try to talk to someone like him who has so much information in his mind, I don't want to deal with 10 kids in one person.
Well,
I deal with them all day.
I
long for an intelligent conversation with him one day where it's on one subject.
I can say that
I like the guy. Don't get me wrong. He's just, like I said, he's like books, pages from different books, unbound and in a pile on my desk.
A thesaurus.
I can say that what bodes ill for Roderick's Cove bodes ill for the colony.
Agreed.
I say we meet here tomorrow morning and check out this abandoned house.
Might as well. It's gonna bother the kids. I'm gonna have hell to pay.
Is there... Let me check my schedule. I will get my assistant to cover classes tomorrow.
Now, do you guys want me to have the young ones have their ears across town to see if they hear anything interesting?
Ooh.
Gather what information you can.
Yeah, they tend to do that for me on time to time when we're a little low on funds and I need to gain some money for food. They're pretty good at it, surprisingly enough.
Tell them
I think it's their
tell them if
cute
they
little
guess good
faces
information,
begging.
they'll all get extra credit.
So, we meet here in the morning as agreed.
Sure, of course.
All right.
Are we talking
Filming.
sunrise or...
Let's say noon.
Today
Alright.
is Saturday. Tomorrow would be Moon Day, the general first day of the work week.
Yeah, I have some shit I have to do. He doesn't say shit.
So-
He says
so
I have
noon?
some things I have to take care of.
Then we
Yes.
gather at noon.
Lunch.
All right. Nice. So,
Then we'll
Film
gather,
walk.
we'll eat lunch, and then we'll go.
Right.
with that, we will adjourn until next week. You,
Billman
you
takes
can
a
come back-
roadie. He takes a roadie for his walk.
All right, everybody say bye to the recording.
Bye.
Recording.
Bye.
Next week we will